How did you wake up this morning? Do you still feel that quiet steel you once had? If that feeling has faded lately, I want to share a natural, simple secret that can help you reclaim it. And it starts with what you drink before bed. Hello, I'm Dr. Emily Carter from Senior Health Zone, a physician with over 20 years of experience, helping men over 60 feel strong, confident, and reconnected to their men's health. In today's video, we'll talk about a before-bed drink that might surprise you with how effective it is. I know it sounds almost too simple, just a drink before sleep, but before you dismiss it for something flashier, stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't a gimmick. It's science-backed and evidence-based. This isn't a magic potion. It comes straight from the biology of your body, especially after 60. And when you understand how these natural shifts happen inside you, this tiny pre-sleep habit suddenly makes perfect sense. After 60, a man's body doesn't run out of battery. It simply changes rhythm. Your blood vessels are like roads that need a green light to widen. That green light is nitric oxide, NO. When NO drops, blood flow to the penis slows, and the morning erection isn't as clear as it used to be, even when desire remains. At the same time, sleep becomes more fragile. Less deep sleep means testosterone doesn't surge as strongly in the morning. You find yourself starting the day slowly, taking longer to warm up, and you assume that's just aging. The truth, your body can still respond, if you flip the right switches. There are 2 switches I want you to know to boost testosterone naturally, support erectile function, and create a very different morning performance within 14 days. Switch number 1. Deep sleep, continuous and stable. Just 1 week of poor sleep can lower daytime testosterone by 10 to 15%, so we'll use a drink that helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Switch number 2. Nitric oxide, NO, and endothelial function. Raising NO helps dilate the penile vasculature, improving circulation and morning erection firmness. You don't need to change your whole life. Just change the moment before bed. When NO is switched on at the right time and deep sleep is protected, your body will tell you in everyday ways. You wake up faster, think clearly, and your morning erection returns naturally. Start tonight, so tomorrow morning, you're the one who verifies it. And here's what surprises many men over 60 in the US. 1 small glass, 60 to 90 minutes before bed, is enough to send both signals to the right place. Heart safe, simple to repeat nightly. Now, let's move to the first drink. 1. Pomegranate X ginger. The first recipe is also the clearest push for nitric oxide, NO. The signal that keeps blood flow down there smooth and supports a natural morning erection in men over 60 in the US. I call it pomegranate X ginger, NO boost. You only need 200 ml of 100% pomegranate juice and 8-10 green of fresh ginger, thinly sliced. 60 to 90 minutes before bed, steep the ginger in about 50 milliliters of boiling water for 5 to 7 minutes to release its actives. Strain, then mix the warm ginger extract into the 200 ml of pomegranate. The pomegranate's sweet tart taste softens ginger's heat. For extra balance, add 1 to 2 drops of lemon. Note, this is a 2-3 ingredient, no powder formula that respects your body's natural rhythm. Nothing too strong, nothing that upsets digestion before sleep. Why does this glass work? Pomegranate is rich in polyphenols that support endothelial function, making NO more available, meaning the morning rush of blood to the corpora cavernosa has enough force and the right timing. Fresh ginger acts like a gentle antioxidant filter, dialing down oxidative stress, the very thing that makes aging vessels less flexible after 60. When both show up at the right time, you're sending your body a clear message. Green light for the vessels, relax for deep sleep, laying the groundwork for more stable testosterone the next morning. What I want you to notice isn't just flavor or warmth, but how you feel after waking. Do you start the day faster, think clearly, and does your Erection Hardness Score, EHS, tick up? Log, EHS 0 the minutes to feel truly alert, and seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Those numbers will give you objective proof after 7 to 14 days. If nighttime drinks tend to bother your stomach, start with 150 milliliters of pomegranate and 6 to 8 thin ginger slices, then increase as your body adapts. If you have reflux, drink earlier, around the 90-minute mark before bedtime. If you're on anticoagulants/antiplatelets or antihypertensives, consult your clinician before making this nightly. Otherwise, this is a simple habit you can repeat on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to build a steady, no rhythm. Mix it correctly tonight, set the glass down, turn off bright screens, and let your body answer you tomorrow morning with that quiet energy you've been missing, the kind that says, "I'm still a man." 2. Saffron warm milk. When it comes to a before-bed drink that makes next morning testosterone steadier and your morning erection clearer, the gentlest yet deepest option is saffron warm milk. Picture a cup of warm milk, tinted gold by a few strands of saffron. You sip slowly and feel your body downshift. No powders, just 2 natural ingredients, aimed at what men over 60 in the U.S. often lack: truly deep sleep, calm, and enough duration for your hormonal axis to recharge for the morning. Here's the precise method for results. Choose 200 to 250 milliliters of unsweetened warm milk. Use lactose-free if needed. Take 6 to 10 saffron strands, about 15 to 30 milligrams. Soak them in a small splash of warm milk for 10 minutes to release their actives, then stir into the rest of the milk. Drink it 60 minutes before bed. The gentle aroma, the warmth, the easing sensation that follows, these are signals for your nervous system to move from strain to rest, laying the groundwork for earlier, more continuous deep sleep. Why does this relate to testosterone and morning performance? When you sleep deeply, your body resets its circadian rhythm and optimizes hormone release toward dawn. Saffron, with compounds like crocin and safranal, has been noted to support mood, reduce stress, and show clinical signals for improving erectile function in some men. The result? You enter the night with a quieter neural tempo and wake with steadier hormones, smoother blood flow to the penis, and a quicker sense of readiness. This isn't a trick. It's a simple pre-sleep ritual that helps your body do what it's built to do: recover, balance, and perform. To help you stick with it, make saffron warm milk a small ritual. After you prepare it, turn off bright screens and practice a few minutes of 4-2-6 breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 2, exhale 6. Tomorrow morning, measure 3 numbers. Your Erection Hardness Score, 0 to 4, the minutes you need to feel truly alert, and your seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Log them for 7 to 14 days. You'll see a trend emerge: objective, clear, and personal. A few safety notes for best results. If you're on anticoagulants, antiplatelets, have low blood pressure, or are using high-dose vasodilators, check with your clinician before using this nightly. If you have reflux, drink earlier, 60-90 minutes before bed. Otherwise, keep this minimalist formula 2-3 nights per week, for example, Tuesday and Saturday. When your night sleep is set to the right rhythm, your body will tell you the next morning with quiet energy and a natural morning erection, the very signs you've been wanting to regain. 3. Beat X watermelon. When your goal is to turn the green light on for your vascular system and bring penile blood flow back to rhythm, this third glass is a direct push into nitric oxide. No, I call it Beat X watermelon, vaso nightcap. Think simply. We send no down 2 converging lanes, nitrate from beetroot and citrulline from watermelon, then both meet at arginine. No, creating a steady vasodilation signal before sleep so that your morning erection and sense of readiness arrive more naturally for men over 60 in the U.S. The method is everyday simple yet precise. Take 1 small beet. 150. Wash and juice to get about 150 cl. Then juice or blend and strain 150 to 200 ml of ripe watermelon and combine. Drink it 90 minutes before bed, sipping slowly over 5 to 10 minutes so your body absorbs it gently. If you bloat easily, start with a total volume around 250 milliliters and increase as you adapt. No powders, just 2 natural ingredients. If you don't have a juicer, blend and strain fine. Serve lightly chilled, but avoid ice cold right before bed. The beet's mild earthiness is balanced by watermelon's clean sweetness, making it easy to drink even if you're new to beetroot. Why does this affect natural testosterone and morning performance? No isn't just a vasodilation signal. When your vessels respond on cue, tissue perfusion improves, your cardiovascular system relaxes, sleep stabilizes, and that sets the stage for your hormonal axis to run on time by morning. Watermelon is rich in citrulline, the precursor to arginine, helping sustain endogenous NO. Beetroot supplies nitrate, another substrate for NO, creating a dual leverage that's especially effective when you drink at the right time. What you should watch for: warming up faster upon waking, a clearer head, and a nudge upward in your Erection Hardness Score, EHS, after a few nights done correctly. For objective tracking tomorrow morning, log your EHS 0 to 4, the minutes needed to feel truly alert, and your seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Repeat for 7 to 14 days to see the trend. If you're on antihypertensives, have a history of orthostatic hypotension, or are prescribed medical nitrates, consult your clinician before using this regularly. If you have a history of oxalate kidney stones, use it on alternate days and hydrate well during the day. Also, keep the 90-minute buffer before bedtime to reduce nighttime urination that might break deep sleep. When you deliver NO to the right place at the right time, your body answers with the quiet energy you've been missing, and the morning erection returns as a natural consequence. 4. Tart cherry x kiwi. If you sleep lightly and wake up feeling slow to start, this is a reset your rhythm glass focused on deep sleep, the foundation for natural testosterone to rise, and a clearer morning erection in men over 60. In the U.S., the formula is minimal, no powders. Tart cherry 150 to 180 grams, 100% juice, no added sugar, preferably Montmorency, blended with 1 ripe kiwi until smooth. If you want a gentler taste and lower sugar load, add 50 oz. 100 ml water. Drink 1 to 2 hours before bed, sipping slowly so your body receives the signal gradually. The reason this works lies in 2 biological pieces meeting at the right time. Tart cherry supports melatonin, the conductor that cues sleep onset and keeps sleep continuous. When the conductor performs well, sleep latency shortens, nighttime awakenings drop, and total sleep time improves. Kiwi adds sleep fuel via natural serotonin and antioxidants, helping the brain shift into a smoother recovery mode. When the night is set to the right rhythm, your endocrine axis runs more cleanly in the morning. That's why your head feels clearer, your body warms up faster, and penile blood flow is smoother without anything flashy. In other words, tonight you nourish sleep. Tomorrow morning, your body pays you back with better morning performance. To optimize, if your stomach is sensitive or you have reflux, drink earlier, about 2 hours before bed, and start with 120 ml tart cherry plus half a kiwi, increasing as your body adjusts. If you're managing blood sugar, use a lighter version. 120 ml tart cherry diluted with water plus 1 small kiwi, then note how you feel. After drinking, turn off bright screens and spend 4 to 6 minutes in 4 to 2-6 breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 2, exhale 6, to send an extra rest signal to your nervous system. Tomorrow morning, don't guess, measure. Record your Erection Hardness Score, 0-4, the minutes you need to feel truly alert, and your seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Repeat for 7 to 14 days, and you'll see a clear trend. Shorter sleep latency, quicker alertness, and morning erection returning naturally. Use this sleep tea 2-3 nights a week when you need to prioritize deep sleep and let your body handle the rest. Gently, sensibly, and in line with your biology. 5. Chamomile X. Lemon balm. When your mind is still racing after you've gotten into bed, What you need isn't stimulation, but a gentle downshift into deep sleep, the base that lets natural testosterone rise by morning and brings a natural morning erection back for men over 60 in the U.S. Calm Flow Tea delivers exactly that, staying true to our minimalist approach. No powders, just two natural ingredients: chamomile and lemon balm. Heat water to 90 to 95 degrees. Add 2 to 3 g chamomile and 1 to a cu lemon balm, Melissa officinalis, to a pot. Steep 7 to 10 minutes. Pour into a cup and drink 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Sip slowly so your body receives the signal gradually. Finish the cup at least 20 minutes before lying down to reduce nighttime urination that could break your sleep cycle. Why would a soothing tea relate to penile blood flow and morning performance? Because for nitric oxide, no, to work smoothly tomorrow morning, your nervous system needs to shift into parasympathetic mode tonight. Chamomile, rich in apigenin, helps the brain slow down, easing sleep onset and reducing midnight awakenings. Lemon balm supports stress calming and keeps sleep more continuous. When deep sleep is protected, the early morning endocrine axis follows the body clock. Testosterone rises more steadily. You warm up faster on waking. Your mind is clearer, and blood flow to erectile tissue is smoother. Not because we force anything, but because the body is given back its natural rhythm. This is a light but durable nudge, especially helpful on nights when your mind is noisy, your heart races from worry, or your routine has been knocked off balance. To verify results for yourself tomorrow morning, don't guess, measure. Record your Erection Hardness Score, 04, the minutes from waking to feeling truly alert, and your seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Repeat for 7 to 14 days to see the trend. If your stomach is sensitive or you have reflux, drink earlier, around the 60-minute mark. If nighttime urination from the prostate is an issue, use the bathroom before bed and keep total T volume to 200 centers, 250 millisecunds. Safety notes. Avoid if you're allergic to the Asteraceae family. Use caution if you're on anticoagulants/antiplatelets or strong sedatives. If you have cardiovascular conditions, consult your clinician before nightly use. Use Calm Flow Tea on evenings when you need to reset the rhythm and let your body speak in numbers the next morning. To see a difference by tomorrow morning, you only need one well-timed evening. Choose one of the drinks above, keep the 2-3 ingredients, no powders formula, and prepare it 60-90 minutes before bed. With the first sip, treat it as your downshift signal. Turn off bright screens, keep the room cool, 19 to 21 degrees, with warm ambient light. Your body needs a quiet runway for deep sleep to arrive on time. For the next 5 minutes, practice 4-2-6 breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 2 seconds, exhale 6 seconds, until your breath smooths out. This bridges your nervous system into rest mode, priming natural testosterone recovery and smoother penile blood flow at dawn. Keep total fluids moderate, 200-300 millis, and use the bathroom before bed to prevent nocturia from breaking sleep. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and heavy, high-fat dinners within 3 to 4 hours of bedtime, as they disrupt nitric oxide, no timing, and slow digestion. If your stomach is sensitive, move the drink earlier to 90 minutes pre-bed, and start with half the portion, increasing gradually. As you lie down, notice the warm belly, slower heart rate, and heavier eyelids, signs your body is receiving the right signal. Tomorrow morning, don't guess, measure. Mark your Erection Hardness Score, 04, upon waking. Note the minutes to feel truly alert, and check seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Repeat these 3 numbers every morning for 7 to 14 days. If you keep the same schedule, you'll see the curve trend upward. Faster sleep onset, earlier alertness, and a clearer morning erection. For men over 60 in the U.S., this isn't a gimmick. It's a nightly rhythm you can maintain, gentle, safe, and faithful to your own biology. Over the next 4 to 6 weeks, treat this as a simple, intentional rhythm that lets your body restore itself. On Monday, Wednesday, the Friday, use No Boost, pomegranate plus ginger, to turn the green light on for nitric oxide, no. On Tuesday. Saturday, use saffron warm milk to anchor deep sleep so next morning natural testosterone is steadier. On Thursday, use Beet-X watermelon as an extravascular nudge. On weekends, if you need quiet sleep and a quick wake-up, choose tart cherry X kiwi. If your mind is still noisy, choose chamomile X lemon balm to slow the nervous system. 1 glass only each night, staying true to 2 to 3 ingredients, no powders. Drink 60 to 90 minutes before bed. For herbal teas, 30 to 60 minutes. And keep total volume 200 to 300 ml to limit nocturia. With the first sip, turn off bright screens, cool the room, and do 4-6 breathing for a few minutes. The next morning, log Erection Hardness Score, 0.4, minutes to full alertness, and seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Compare week 1 versus week 2, then week 4 to 6. You'll see the trend. Shorter sleep onset, clearer morning erection, and smoother penile blood flow. For men over 60 in the U.S., this is a lifestyle intervention, not a substitute for diagnosis or treatment. If you have hypertension, diabetes, coronary artery disease, arrhythmia, kidney disease, or are using medical nitrates or high-dose PDE5I, talk with your clinician before regularly using no-rich recipes like Beet-X watermelon. If you're on anticoagulants, antiplatelets, use caution with ginger, chamomile, and saffron. If you have reflux, take tart cherry X kiwi earlier, about 2 hours before bed. If you have a history of oxalate stones, limit beetroot and increase daytime hydration. If nocturia from prostate issues is present, always use the bathroom before bed and choose a smaller volume glass. Avoid alcohol, caffeine, and high-fat dinners within 3-4 hours of bedtime, as they can disrupt nitric oxide, no timing, and deep sleep. Stop immediately if you experience dizziness, rash, hypotension, or any unusual discomfort, and contact a healthcare facility. When you keep the schedule and follow cardiovascular safety principles, your body will speak in numbers: natural testosterone steadier, mornings smoother, and confidence returning sustainably. In short, to reclaim your morning energy, you need one small habit timed right. A pre-sleep drink 60-90 minutes before bed that targets 2 biological levers: nitric oxide, no, for penile blood flow, and deep sleep for natural testosterone. Especially effective for men over 60 in the USS. Tonight, pick one formula, keep it 2 to 3 ingredients, no powders, turn off screens early, and let your body recover. Tomorrow morning, don't guess, measure. Erection Hardness Score, 4, the minutes you need to feel truly alert, and seated blood pressure after 3 minutes. Repeat for 7 to 14 days to see the upward trend in your morning erection and overall morning performance. If this helped, subscribe to Senior Health Zone, turn on notifications, and comment below. Which drink will you try tonight, and why? Include your 3 numbers tomorrow. I, Dr. Emily Carter, will select standout cases for our next Q&A. You can also grab the 4-6-week rotation schedule and the morning metrics sheet in the description to start today.